It's Thursday, August 10th. This is the CBC Morning Report. I'm Tishia Hines. Good morning. In our top story, this year's Grand Kaduma Jump Up returned to its traditional route, but well after 7 p.m., revelers were still on the road Monday. Band leader Anthony Lane, who is the former president of the Barbados Association of Masqueraders, will join us a little later this morning to discuss how things were on the road for his contact ban and if there were any aspects of the jump which he wants to see revisited. Well, coming up on the CBC Morning Report, leaders from Guyana and St. Vincent help call on developed nations to provide billions of dollars towards biodiversity preservation. That's next.
For the past 19 years, QFM has been sharing with you, learning from you, and together building a community for all mature audiences. That's why we say Q is good for you. To our Q family, we say thank you for staying connected to Q 100.7 FM. QFM is a station of the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation. CBC, celebrating 60, connecting Barbadian communities.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences.
12 countries have called on wealthy nations to meet their climate funding obligations on the final day of the Amazon Summit in Brazil. Wednesday's pact, called United for Our Forests, brought together leaders from the Amazon, the Congo Basin, and Southeast Asia, three regions with some of the most extensive rainforests in the world. Among the countries who signed the communique were Guyana and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
More than an appeal, he was making a demand. In the past, the countries from the Amazon had asked, had pleaded, had requested more help from the international community, particularly industrialized nations. But this time, I would say that President Lula da Silva from Brazil was far more stern, much more vocal about the responsibility that he believes that the industrialized nations have in order to preserve the rainforests of this world. Joining me to talk more about that is Claudio Angelo, a spokesman, or rather a coordinator for Climate Observatory, which is an NGO that is an expert in following what happens to the climate in this part of the world. Please tell me, Claudio, I wonder, was President Lula in some ways trying to shift the blame for what some believe was the lack of more decisive action on the part of these Amazonian countries at the summit to the industrialized countries?
I don't think so. The industrialized countries do have a responsibility on climate change. They were responsible for most of the temperature rise we have seen from the start of the industrial era until 1990, when the Climate Change Convention was negotiated. So they do have a huge responsibility. They did commit themselves to the climate finance pledge of $600 billion by 2025, and they haven't delivered so far. I think what President Lula and the other Amazonian presidents are doing is reminding developed nations of their commitments and of their unfulfilled pledges.
Well, what about the responsibility of the leaders of the Amazonian countries themselves? They did not pledge to end deforestation, with the exception of two countries, Brazil and Colombia, by the year 2030, as President Lula had hoped.
Yeah, it's a shame that they didn't do it. But if you look at the Glasgow Declaration a couple of years ago, the Glasgow Leaders Declaration, it was signed by most of the Amazonian countries. Brazil signed it, Colombia signed it, Peru signed it. So there is already some consensus in the Amazon and some action being taken towards forest protection. Brazil, for one, reduced deforestation in the last semester by 42%. It has done so in the past, and it's important to remind that Brazil in the past reduced deforestation by 83%.
The National Insurance and Social Security Bill 2023, which has generated heated debate across the country, returned to the upper house of Parliament today. This after the Senate was adjourned last week, shortly after the bill was introduced. Among those contributing to the debate was Senator Dr. Chantal Monroe-Knight. She made the point that while Barbados' national insurance contribution rate is high compared to its Caribbean neighbors, the benefits from the fund are some of the most generous in the region.
So while it is true that we have the highest contribution rate at 18.3% when you look at regional comparisons, we also have the region's highest minimum pension. Highest minimum pension at $1,053. And I'll use US dollars only for the sake of comparison. So that's about US $526. The second highest minimum pension in the region, Mr. President, is Trinidad at $450 US. And the third highest, Mr. President, is Bahamas at US $346, Mr. President.
Meanwhile, independent Senator Crystal Drakes believes the taxing of pensions needs to be examined as part of the changes to the National Insurance Service. She also believes efforts should be made to encourage people to invest in private pension plans.
If we are saying to persons, plan for your retirement and make the necessary steps and adjustments in your financial planning, I do believe that some tax allowance should be reinstated to encourage that participation, Mr. President. You work, Mr. President, you are taxed. You put aside your money for your old age pension, private or otherwise, and you are taxed. Double taxation, Mr. President. And I don't know the numbers, but I would really like to know how much revenue the government really gets from the taxation of pensions, because if it is immaterial, Mr. President, it is a measure that can be scrapped.
Another independent senator, Andrew Malalou, would like to see the National Insurance Scheme invest in more of its available funds in the renewable energy sector. He believes, given the trajectory of renewable energy in the national thrust of Barbados, it would be an important direction for the scheme to move in.
We must invest. We must have confidence in ourselves as a people as well to make good investment decisions. For example, I would have thought that the National Insurance Fund would have been the first to jump in on investments in solar, photovoltaic investments in Barbados. That is the perfect investment for a pension fund. It's long-term in nature. It is safe and secure. It avoids foreign exchange spent as a country. It's a perfect investment vehicle for a fund like the National Insurance, who has big sums of money that they can deploy into that type of infrastructure project. And that's the type of thing that we want our National Insurance Fund as our people to invest in.
The Barbados government is moving to establish a legacy policy. Word of this came from Prime Minister Mia Amor-Maudsley as she addressed the renaming ceremony of the old Mutual building in the city. It now bears the name of Doddridge Miller, a long-standing executive of Sagicor, the owners of the building. CBC's Trevor Thorpe was there.
The old Mutual building on Lower Broad Street is now the Doddridge Miller Economic Justice Building. In acknowledging the contribution of Mr. Miller, the Prime Minister said the renaming should mean something for Barbadians.
The name of Doddridge Miller on this building will remind us of the journey of this institution and of this individual. A young boy from St. John come to town, take over a company that represented everything that he was not, and to have allowed it to evolve to a global icon with Bajan roots is the journey of Sagicor, but it is equally the journey of Barbados.
The Prime Minister went on to note that many companies had not survived the economic challenges of the last 10 years. According to her, a legacy policy would offer more stability, and she explained the idea.
How many companies were able to survive purely because they had entities or subsidiaries outside of Barbados? And if they were relying only on what they had here, they would have been in difficulty and might not have made the journey successfully. The country, therefore, must be no different. The government will be moving to establish a legacy fund and for the first time put a lot of our assets that right now are left unrecorded. Not even in government's official balance sheet are they recorded. They're left unrecorded and therefore underutilized. And Doddridge and the rest of the Growth Council have been brought in to help us as well with respect to our being able to monetize a lot of these assets or to at least have them available for securitization, even if not monetization.
Also addressing those gathered was Sagicor board member and pro-vice chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles. He said it was a significant event as it honored the foresight and work of Mr. Miller, whose vision is largely responsible for Sagicor's growth. Sir Hilary described the Sagicor executive as an extraordinary man.
He is the architect of Sagicor. He is the man whose vision led to the transformation of the Barbados Mutual into Sagicor, re-engineered, restructured, rebranding. He was the one who had the vision to take this Barbados company to become a major Caribbean operation conglomerate, and not stopping there, developed a global vision for the enterprise and successfully implemented those strategies.
In his remarks, Mr. Miller told the audience he usually avoids the limelight, but could not this time around, given the occasion.
I am deeply honored and extremely humbled by all that has transpired here this morning. When I embarked upon my career at what was then the Mutual 30+ years ago, it was never with a thought of where I was going or where the story would end. In fact, there were many times during the early days that I did not think that I would last. But the universe has a strange way of executing its own plans. The last 30 years have been a remarkable and fulfilling journey. A group of us who shared a common vision of our company and of its unique role in the development of Caribbean society.
Doddridge Miller has spent 34 years with the company. Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
This year's improvement in the common entrance exam results is being attributed to the face-to-face modality by some principals. Joan Cullimore, principal of St. Paul's Primary, who had a top candidate in mathematics and who was among the 35 who scored 100.
I feel extremely happy that we have done well again this year, and I hope that it continues as we go from strength to strength. She is Michaela Mears, and she will be heading off to Queen's College in September. Michaela is a very dedicated and committed student who completed all her assignments in a timely manner. I can also say that Michaela was the head girl of St. Paul's Primary. She displayed exceptional study skills, and she was a very diligent student. I wish her every success, not only Michaela, but all the other students who attended St. Paul's Primary. Now, we had two early sitters, Tremel Thompson, who will be heading off to Harrison College. He had a score of 92% in English and 91% in mathematics. We also had Ariel Victor. She scored 92% in English and 86% in mathematics, and she will be attending foundation school.
Ms. Cullimore added that in-person instruction helped.
The online classrooms, but now we are back face-to-face, so the children are performing better than they were in the face-to-face, in the online classrooms.
However, there are also those students who deferred and did not take the examination. St. Paul's had one such student, but the principal believes there is a solution to help these children.
We had one student who was deferred since she was not up to mark in her performance. So we had her deferred, and she will be placed, I believe, at a special school. Those children who we would call, I don't want to say slow learners, who are a bit challenged in the system. I think with work, the idea is to find out where the children are at, find out how they learn, and then apply the skills to teach them so that they would do well, because they have their challenges. Is for us to meet their needs.
Across the street, St. Cyprian's Boys School principal Dave Lane agrees online instruction helped with the results, which were good overall for him.
Of course, the online instruction can never replace face-to-face, especially at the primary level. So of course it would have made a difference. Well, the averages, funny enough, are pretty similar across the last 3 years. We averaged 86 points in English and 90 points in math this year. For the previous 2 years, we averaged 89 in math in those 2 years.
Okay.
Just some markup.
While officials in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are moving to aggressively eradicate the giant African snail recently discovered in the island.
President Irfan has said that there is no reason for him to justify the move by the government to offer the families of the Madia Dorm fire victims a total of $5 million each, ahead of the promised commission of inquiry into the deadly blaze. The $5 million forms part of an agreement signed between the families of the 20 victims and survivors and the state last month. In providing the settlement, the government cleared itself of any liability caused by, arising from, or connected to the fire, which destroyed the Madia Secondary School dorm and killed a total of 20 children, while injuring several others. The government proposed a settlement, although the president had long promised that a commission of inquiry would be launched into the circumstances that led to that deadly inferno.
Now, I don't know that there needs to be a rationale. What there was continuous consultation. This government, led by members from the cabinet, held continuous consultation with the people who were affected, with the families, the parents, the siblings, the community, the leaders, continuously. And everything we did was based on consultation, response, and also requests from the people who are affected.
President Ali made those comments yesterday while he spoke with reporters on the sidelines of an event at the Artichunk Convention Center. This decision has met some criticism by civil society actors and the opposition, who believe that there should not have been a settlement ahead of a promised commission of inquiry.
That, of course, was a report from News Source Guyana, which told us that despite backlash from the opposition and sections of the public, Guyana's President Dr. Irfan Ali is standing firm by his decision to offer financial compensation to the families of the Mahdia tragedy. And in sports, as we move on to tell you more about what's happening there, Nichols Baking Combermere still have the upper hand of St. Leonard's boys after 2 days of the 2023 BCA Under-15 three-day final at the Lears Cricket Ground. CBC's Anne-Marie Burke reports on yesterday's pre-lunch action.
Day 2, Combermere back at the crease. Starting on 58 for 1 and after losing the early wicket of Christian Burgess, they also lost that of Javal Worrell, who was bowled by Javonte Norville for a duck. Took him a little while for it to sink in as St. Leonard celebrate having the Waterford boys now 68 for 3. More celebration shortly after that, as with 1 run added, Amar Saw comes into Josh Reed and he's given LBW. It's now 69 for 4. You can't hide the delight on the faces of the SLB boys. In all this, Jahidi Hines remained the mainstay in the Combermere side, dispatching this one to the pavilion end for 4. Here he goes again, timing this one well, and again finds the ropes. Nicely played. He would lose another batting partner though. Enrico Brown is bowled by Norville. Another wicket claimed by removing the stumps. Brown only made 3, Combermere 82 for 5. Hines did make his half-century, but his teammates were falling like flies. Khalid Ford held on to this catch. Jaden chased the bowler with the delivery. Ford made 2. The score now 94 for 6. And just before lunch was called around 2 p.m., 1 more wicket was sent the SLB boys to the break in high spirits. Antoine McCombie is caught by Clark off the bowling of Chase. Another duck is on the score sheets. The score there is 100 for 7. And then 9 more will be added before stumps were pulled for lunch. Combermere at this point 109 for 7, a lead of 48 runs.
Combermere were eventually bowled out for 141 with a lead of 77 runs. Jahidi Hines was the last man out for a top score of 85, with Jaden Chase and Javonte Norville taking 3 wickets apiece. St. Leonard's closed the day in their second innings on 46 for 1, still trailing Combermere by 31 runs, with just today's play remaining. And that's today's morning report. Before we go, let's take a look at today's weather. The barometric pressure stands at 1015 millibars. It's 27 degrees Celsius outside. Relative humidity stands at 87%, and the winds are blowing out of the east-southeast at 21 kilometers per hour. The present temp weather is partly cloudy. Sea conditions for Barbados for today: smooth to moderate in open water with swells ranging from 1 to 1.5 meters. And here's a look at how the tides roll in. General conditions for Barbados: partly sunny with a few light to moderate showers. And as we move into the evening period, you can expect pretty much the same: partly cloudy with a few brief isolated showers. Our next newscast is Newsday at 12 noon on TV8, followed by The World at 1 via our radio network of stations: 100.7 FM, 98.1 The One, and 94.7 FM. Morning Barbados is next.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. It's already Thursday. So good to have you in company on this August 10th. I'm Tisha Hines, and I'll be here with you until 8 o'clock this morning. It's another presentation of Morning Barbados. So as we say in Barbados, as we move around, good morning. I hope you're having a great week. You know, it's always great to have a neighbor or somebody pass by, someone who you don't even know. Just walk by and go, good morning. That's a Bajan thing. Yeah, you never know whose face you could be putting a smile on, or maybe in somebody's heart. So make sure you do it today as you head out. We've been moving away from it a little bit, but make sure you do it. Hey, I want to say a special good morning to those of you who are watching online as well. I know we have quite a few viewers who tune in, particularly the Morning Barbados team on WhatsApp. They have a very active group, and they are always locked on to Morning Barbados. So wonderful to have you in company. For those of you who are on holiday, oh, I so envy you. I'm kidding, have a good time. We have a great show planned for you today. The St. Andrew Parish Independence Committee will be coming through. Selena King, who's a member of that committee, will be here to tell us all about a fundraising cricket match that they have coming up as they prepare for all of the independence celebrations in November. Listen, it's August, September, October, November. It's around the corner, literally. So we truly have to get ready. Before we know, it's going to be the end of the year. I called it. We're also going to tell you about our queue in the community. Remember, it's moved. So today is going to be at Savvy on the Bay. And we know you love to be right next to the sea. It's going to be beautiful. So make sure you get on out. Of course, you can tune in to Q100.7 FM on our radio network from just around 11 o'clock. And the entire Q team will be there to take care of you. As we continue talking more about the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat, we also have Paula Harris, who is chairperson of the St. George Parish Independence Committee, coming through to share with us. And they have their parish talent coming up for 3 zones. So they're going to be talking about that. It comes off under the theme, Unearthing Talent. So they're hoping to unearth some talent from all across St. Joseph, let's see, St. George, for their zonal talent competition. And they're going to tell us exactly how you can be a part of it and where it will be, the 3 zones that will be represented. Plus, did someone say waistline? We have Kwan, the artist, who will be here. Jaquan Headley, aka Kwan the artist. We're going to get to know him a little bit more. He took the 2023 Tune of the Crop, also known the Road March, yes. So yeah, he definitely is going to be here and sharing with us. So we look forward to hearing a little bit more from him. And we're also going to give you a few more highlights of the Crop Over Festival, just because we can, and we don't want to let it go. Crop Over 2023 is already gone, and we can barely believe it. Now, we have Emma Anuse with us this morning, and she's an early riser just like me, so she's accustomed to early mornings. No worries there. Now, she joins me on set to talk a little bit about her book. So let me say a special good morning and welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
All right, so good to have you with us today.
Yes.
Let me see the book. Here it is, so we can share. It's called Daddy's Got Dementia, but It's Okay.
Yeah.
And written by you and illustrated by Tamina White.
Tamina White, yes.
Tell me a little bit about how you got started with doing this book.
Okay, so Daddy's Got Dementia. It's a very emotional book for me. I wrote it during a time that I was looking after my dad who had dementia. And it's basically our journey, and a journey that I think a lot of people share. So it's a poem, and it kind of goes through the different things that you would experience and different memories you'd have with your loved one. So for me, it was my dad. And so things like cooking or reading, and then you also have places that you can put like your memories in there. So so this one's like Daddy's got dementia, but it's okay. He still likes to have brunch at his favorite cafe, and then it's a place you can insert a picture of your dad at the cafe and write down a memory. So it's a really special book because it allows you to hold on to those memories with your loved one. And I know dementia especially is a really hard one to go through because you're losing your loved one slowly. So this helps you hold on to those memories.
At what point did you decide, I'm going to put this all down and present it in this way?
I actually wrote the poem at a time when my dad was in the hospital, and I was going through it was a really hard time for me, and I may start crying. And it just kind of helped me get it all out, because I was like, he's got dementia, but it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And then I just kind of wrote this poem, just trying to comfort myself and telling me all this has happened, but it's gonna be okay. And it really did help me kind of get through it and realize, like, we have these memories, we did all these things together, so we had such a great life together, and that's okay, like it's good, it's a good thing.
How did you determine how you were going to present the book? Because you've done it almost like you said, a memory book, where you can insert your own memories. So where did that idea come from?
So I just think it was important for me, because I documented me and my dad's entire life together. I took so many pictures, I did have so many videos, and I just wanted a place to be able to have a tangible, because everything's online these days, right? It's on my phone. But to have this and to be able to hold it and to be able to read it and go through our stories, I just thought that was so important. And also, I wrote another book, which is Penny Explores Barbados, which is also like an interactive book. So I really like that theme of just being able to have an interactive segment in a book that you can write down and put pictures and have it so you can take it with you wherever you go.
I know you said that writing the poem was therapeutic, so to speak, for you, but it's not everybody who can share their personal thoughts in this way.
Yeah.
Was it a bit of a challenge in thinking about sharing it with the world?
Yeah, this is only my second time really talking about the book. I haven't been able to. I wrote it a little while ago, and it's just been so hard for me. But I think, because when I did this, my dad was alive, and I wanted to show him and share it with him. So I really wanted to do this for me, and then I was like, but it could help so many people just kind of go through the process, explain to their children, have it for themselves, and I just thought it was important. Yeah.
It truly is. What would you say are some of your favorite sections as we go through the book? I know you pointed out, places to go.
Yeah.
But there seem to be quite a few interesting spots for memories all throughout the book.
Yeah. So my favorite one is definitely Daddy's got dementia, but it's okay. We still whistle our favorite song sitting on the dock of the bay, because me and my dad used to do this together. Whenever this song came on, we would always whistle that part together, and it's just like happy memories. But all of it really is our entire journey. And like even this one here, Daddy's got dementia, but it's okay, even though sometimes he tries to run away. Now I know everyone that has a loved one that has dementia, they experience this. The person tries to run away or actually does get away. And at the few times that my dad did actually get out the house and get lost, it was such a traumatic thing. I had panic attacks, and I was just scared and worried that something was going to happen to him. But writing down the story of it, and it's kind of funny because everything ended up being okay. And to reread that, it's like, it's just a happy time that everything was okay, and like my dad came back okay, and he didn't even know. He said he was going to get some water, and it's just like everyone was so worried, but my dad was just like, I'm just gonna go get some water. And so it's just reading back those times that you think are the worst time in your life, but actually it's like a funny thing, and it makes you feel like, oh, I went through that. Me and my dad went through that, and it was just like happy memories now.
All right, talk to me about the process of publishing the book and having this tangible thing in your hand.
So again, the hardest thing is definitely finding an illustrator, and I was so happy that I have Tamina White, because she worked on my last book with me, and she's an amazing artist. So that's definitely the hardest thing about, I think, putting a book together for me. And then I worked with a really good company that helped me put my book together. I do not remember the name, and that's so bad of me. But they helped me put my book together, and I just put it on Amazon, and that process on Amazon makes it a lot easier.
What did it feel like when you finally had it in your hand?
I'm pretty sure I cried. It's so different when you imagining something and you actually have it in your hand. I was just so overwhelmed. I probably cried.
All right, talk to us about how we can get this book. You mentioned it's on Amazon, but
Yes.
can we pick it up locally in bookstores here in Barbados?
So right now, as I said, this is like my first time really speaking about it. So I don't have it in any stores right now. But if you go on my other books page, Penny Explores Official, I do island-wide deliveries for free. So you can go there and just send me a message if you want to pick up a copy, and yeah, I get it to you that way. But hopefully soon it'll be in bookstores.
This is a great initiative, Emma.
Thank you.
And I think people will really get a lot from this. We hear a lot about legacy interviews and so on, so that we can share more about our elderly relatives.
Yes.
You know, as they get a little older, and then so that you could share with generations to come. This definitely is something that people, I believe, will want to share. And it's presented in such a way that I feel like it will give people the idea that it's going to be okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so great effort. And I mean, thanks for thinking of other people in the midst of you going through something so traumatic. Because based on what we've heard about dementia, we know that it truly can be challenging for the caregivers.
Yeah, it was a tough time, but I'm glad that I had the privilege to be able to share that time with my dad. That's the truth. And yeah, looking after a parent is something that I do think is a privilege that we get to go through and to give back, because everything that they gave to us growing up. So I definitely think holding on to the memories and having something that you can look back on and actually have, because you often forget the times that you spend, right? But to have something that you can look back and look at pictures and write actual specific memories and stories and times, I think that's special.
What do you think Dad would think about the book?
My dad would be very proud. He'd be really happy. Yeah, I think he wouldn't believe it, but I think he'd be really proud of me.
All right, that's excellent stuff. So make sure you pick up the book. I think it's a great pick-me-upper, and it can help you chronicle some of those wonderful, wonderful memories. Thank you so much, Emma, for thinking of others and sharing, even in the midst of your own trials.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Emma, so make sure you look up for this book, okay? You can grab it online on Amazon, or we're going to tell you how you can get in contact with her. What's your Instagram page?
So it's Penny Explores Official.
Okay. Penny Explores Official. Go follow, and you'll be able to get it delivered wherever you are across the island. I know there are loads of people across the island who are going through similar situations right now. So just know that there are other people who are thinking of you. And here's a great way that you can even reach out and share with someone who's going through it right now, because I know we all know someone. So, you know, make this book one of those things that you choose in the very near future. All right, we're going to take a break here and come on back. More on Morning Barbados after this break.
One's a one is more than a station.
We don't just play music, we keep you company, cheer you up, keep you informed and entertained. We're a vibe. What do you mean?
Every day we bring the party to you.
We are your #1 party station.
We love playing music for our listeners. And we're committed to working with our clients and advertisers to make sure that you get the attention that you deserve.
98.1 The One.
Celebrating 18 and still your #1 party station.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
15 minutes now before 7 o'clock. The time is moving. Trust me, it's moving quickly. All right, so time for us to head on up to another parish. That's right, St. Andrew, one of my favorite spots for relaxing. As a matter of fact, I passed through yesterday. Let me say a special good morning to member of the St. Andrew Parish Independence Committee, Selena King.
Good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Tisha. How are you?
Hi, Selena. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
Are you guys getting ready to go crabbing?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Are
We're
you
gonna
wondering?
prepare for our crab
Are you
night.
wondering how I knew that?
Maybe my shirt.
Absolutely, your shirt.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Parish Independence Committee activities that are coming up.
Yes. Yes, August is our parish month, and for August, we normally have a number of activities that we do. Starting off, we have our health symposium because this year our theme this year is health is wealth, and we're starting it off with a health symposium this year at Coast to Coast on East Coast, and we're gonna have keynote speakers, professionals, and members from the community discussing mental health, how to keep healthy, how to stay wealthy. Then we have the cricket match, and that's in September. It was to be August, but because our month is so jam packed right now, we have to put it in September. But that's also going to be a great cricket match, and they can stay tuned on our Instagram page, St. Andrew PAC, to get more information on that. Then we have September the 2nd is the health fair, and that's in collaboration with Walker's Reserve Wired, and that's going to be at Walker's Reserve, which is also known as the Sand Hole, and that's on September 2nd. September 3rd, we have a fitness challenge at the Nature Front Ranch as well, and that is part of the health as wellness symposium. And then we have the crab night, which is August the 18th, Friday, August the 18th, which is next week Friday, and that is our largest fundraiser event for the year, and it is jam packed, fun, exciting, and we are starting crabbing, from tomorrow night. To make sure that crab night itself is going to be awesome. So it's one of those events not to be missed at all.
With Selena going out crabbing?
Yes, I will be. I go crabbing every night up to crab night. I'm there. My hands dirty, getting those crabs, getting everything ready for crab night.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I'd be able to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great adventure, to be honest. A lot of people think that, it's like a night hike with crabs.
Yeah, no. A night hike with crabs, she says.
Yes.
I don't know. I'd probably send a camera and enjoy it from the other side.
Yes, you definitely should. It would be great if you guys could come a night with us and see how you go. You really go there and get crabbing. So this year, for our crab night, we are really getting people involved, getting community involved, trying to get really the entire of Barbados involved for crab night. So basically what we do is we do crab hunting on the night of crab night. You register, you go to our page, you register for the crab night. There's live entertainment. We're going to have quality artists. We're going to have Stiffy. We have a number of DJs on set. There's going to be food and drinks outside the crab. So it's a big, giant crab festival that we call it.
And okay, so tell me how it transpires really for people who've never been crabbing. Tell me how it happens. What do you do? Put sticks in the crab holes? How does it work?
The first thing you have to do is dress correctly. So you have to have your crab shirt. Then you have to have your boots or your sneakers, your flashlight, your water, your whistle. In event that you get a little emergency or you get lost, you have your gloves. And then when you go crabbing, we go to areas that are dark, and that's where the crabs are. We lift the crab holes. And you kind of just see them walking around, just crawling around, and you just kind of put your foot on them and take them up. Pretty much like that, yeah. You just kind of put your foot on them and take them out the holes. Just like that.
That person is wearing slippers.
They're brave.
Listen, these little ones are not scared.
He crab to get his toe. He's being very brave.
Oh my goodness, they're not scared at all.
No. And that's kind of what we do. We kind of go to the holes. We have our machetes as well, and we kind of dig the ground up and we pour water in the holes and we get the crabs out.
And then what do? You know, does everybody just take their crabs home, or do you do one big crab fest?
Well, what we do is normally we store them first in what we call a crab hotel, which is really a cage. It gives a little time to purge out a little bit. And then on crab night itself, we take them to the East Coast, the long pond, and we cook them on the long pond with hot peppers and, you know, fresh herbs. And then you got to eat and feast on the crab on that night. So on crab night, you actually got to eat crab as well. That's just fresh off the pot.
All right, so you catch the catch, and then cook the catch for crab night.
Yes, yes. So
it truly sounds exciting.
It is so for our crab night, we also have shirts available for persons that want to come and just be part of the full experience. Because it's a case whereby we also do fundraising as well for the parish ambassadors, first and the parish ambassadors, and for our primary schools. So we basically help community. We do ventures in community. So our funds really are to help the entire community, the ambassadors, and anything that needs to be done. We try our best to help with the funds that we raise. So the crab packages, based on the flyer, you know, there's $65 for the crab packages, and that includes the shirt, the gloves, the whistle, the flashlight. What you need to go crabbing with, we have all in that bag for you, and it's only $65. And that's also to help with the fundraising as well for the parish ambassadors.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Like you can see our shirt, we have the whole crab night logo going on, and our sponsors on the shirt, the BTMI, you know, they've really been on board with us as well, helping us with this event, you know, because it's a massive, massive event that happens, and we've been really taking it level by level to level every year.
All right, that's excellent. Now, I see a number of things on here that you didn't mention. I want to make sure that we get everything out so everybody knows exactly what we're talking about. So you said that the cricket match, which was to be Isolation Cavaliers versus the CICS 11, that is now being moved to September?
Yes.
Okay.
The date is to be confirmed, but we'll be having that in September. So that will be updated in our social media pages.
All right, and then there's I see that there was to be a motorcade along with the Nature Fund Ranch. Now, you talked about working with the Nature Fund Ranch, but was it a motorcade that you talked about, or has it been changed?
There's a number of things we are working with. They kind of partner with us. So the motorcade is ready to go through the community, talk about the health and wellness, bring awareness to the Fund Ranch, bring awareness to the PAC, and it's because of the year of youth, and they're the Nature Fund Ranch, they're really into youth. We partner with them, especially for this year, the year of the youth. And then we have the fitness challenge as well, which is also at the Nature Fund Ranch. And it's going to be 25 years for the Nature Fund Ranch. So that's going to be a celebration with them, you know, partner with them. They're in St. Andrew. And, you know, as we're a community, we try to partner with as many entities in the parish to help as many people as possible.
Selena, you have so many wonderful spots in St. Andrew.
Yes, we
I
do.
want us to talk about that right now as we celebrate your parish.
Yes. So we have the Long Pond, as everyone is going to know about if they come crab night. We have the Long Pond. We have the wetlands, which is Borden's Aqua Park, and that's the newest one that has landed. And when I went in there, for me, it was like I didn't even feel like I was in Barbados at that moment. It was absolutely beautiful. There were 2 ponds, there were ducks, there were monkeys, there were horses, and I was feeling like, is this really like St. Andrew? Am I really at home? So like for the Borden's Aqua Park is absolutely stunning. It's like nature untouched. Absolutely beautiful. You can hike, you can walk, you can sit down. There are benches. You can sit down, relax, just watch the entire thing. It's just absolutely stunning there. And you know, we have Green Hill Pond. And for those who are going crabbing, you're going to get to see that at night. And it's absolutely lovely. Under a starry night, water, sun, starlight hitting on the pond is lovely. It's truly lovely.
Oh, that's truly beautiful.
Yes, it
and
is.
talk to me about what you need these funds to do, because we also often talk about fundraising, but we don't tell people what we need to do specifically with the funds that we're raising.
Yes, our fundraising is to help our parish ambassadors. The parish ambassadors are a part of the parish ambassador program from the CICS. And every year they have to go through the community. They basically do cleanup programs. They have a project that they must do. They also go into the community to find persons that need help, and they also have the Spirit of the Nation show. So the funds is basically to help them as well in that journey. We also have the Aid Across the Airways Primary School, which is the only primary school in St. Andrew, and we're trying to adopt that school to help maintain the grounds, to help them with whatever they will need aside of what they get, government-wise. We also help the elderly persons in the community. We go to churches. We look for the areas that need assistance, and we use those funds to help those persons. We do a give back program every year. We give persons in the community, churches, items for Christmas, pampers and what's not that assist them in whatever they need to do.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm happy that you guys are out and about in the community, and this program that was started so many years ago is still going strong, really, because just getting into the community makes all the difference. Is there any place in St. Andrew that you have not been?
Any place in St. Andrew I have not been? I don't think so. From the time I was a child, I used to be hiking. There was something called a flagpole, which is a really old flagpole we have here, and we would hike there. We would go to St. Stephen's. We would go everywhere. I mean, I don't think, maybe there's one or two places I probably haven't been. I've been through the gullies, I walked the rivers. So I feel like I've been pretty much almost everywhere in St. Andrew at this point. I've done it.
Do people still talk about how far St. Andrew is? I feel I feel like over time we've kind of evolved from that a little bit. People used to have all kinds of jokes when they find out you live in the country.
People always say St. Andrew's far, but for me, I work on the South Coast, so I get to work in like 45 minutes, and that's from St. Andrew to Christchurch. So for me, it's like, nowhere St. Andrew is far, Barbados is not far. We get where we're going. We have very little traffic until we meet centrally. So St. Andrew is a very good place to live, especially when you're trying to be traffic free.
She's trying to show off on us with the traffic, people. She's showing off on us with the traffic. So we're encouraging everybody to come out and be a part of this. Now tell us how we can get onto these crabbing packs that you talked about. I was almost tempted to call it a crabby.
And you can fill out the form for the crab package. It's $65. We take first pay, we take cash on transfer. So it's a very easy process. So if you don't want a package, it's only $5 to register for the crab hunting, and that's also done by the court.
Oh, it truly sounds like a lot of fun. The St. Andrew Parish Independence Committee, represented by Selena King today. I certainly hope you step up the cookout night and do some crab cakes and some crab cocktails and some crab salads and just make it a true crab night.
We'll be doing a lot of different things, because from what I heard, the kitchen has quite a few things going on, and we do have some crab dishes that will be there for those who want to test those out and try those out. So yeah, we'll be doing it for crab night. So we want everybody to come on down and support us, support the parish ambassadors, support the parish of St. Andrew, and experience a one-of-a-kind event. Because there's no other event like this in Barbados, only in St. Andrew.
Oh my goodness, the Crab Hotel, she says. Of course, you guys are on Instagram as well, so people can go there to keep ahead of what's happening. I want to say a special good morning to everybody at Walker's Reserve and at the Coast to Coast Bar. I stop by there every now and then. I love the location. I love what they've done with the place. And of course, Mornin Barbados was there a few months ago. We had a really great time there with the owner and with you guys from the Parish Independence Committee. So we look forward to coming out again and sharing with you. Who knows, I might be able to convince the scared people here to come crabbing.
We would love you guys to come. Trust me, it's a one-of-a-kind experience. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. It's really something that you should at least try once.
Selena King, member of the St. Andrew Parish Independence Committee. The wonderful thing about being on camera is I can say what I want to say, and the others in the back are talking, and I'm not going to tell you that they're saying that I'm the only person who hasn't gone crabbing.
Well, we need to change that for the year 2023, Tisha.
For sure. All right, Selena, you have a good one. A special good morning to everybody in St. Andrew.
Yes, thank you.
All right, bye. Hey, it's time for us to update you on the news that's coming up next. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love cruise.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the Community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why? Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 3 minutes after 7 o'clock. Time now for an update of your news. The National Insurance and Social Security Bill 2023, which has generated heated debate across the country, returned to the upper house of Parliament yesterday. This after the Senate was adjourned last week, shortly after the bill was introduced. Among those contributing to the debate was Senator Dr. Chantal Monroe-Knight. She made the point that while Barbados' national insurance contribution rate is high compared to its Caribbean neighbors, the benefits from the fund are some of the most generous in the region.
So while it is true that we have the highest contribution rate at 18.3% when you look at regional comparisons, we also have the region's highest minimum pension. Highest minimum pension at $1,053. And I'll use US dollars only for the sake of comparison. So that's about US $526. The second highest minimum pension in the region, Mr. President, is Trinidad at $450 US. And the third highest, Mr. President, is Bahamas at US $346, Mr. President.
Meanwhile, independent Senator Crystal Driggs believes the taxing of pensions needs to be examined as part of the changes to the National Insurance Service. She also believes efforts should be made to encourage people to invest in private pension plans.
Pension fund. It's long-term in nature. It is safe and secure. It avoids foreign exchange spent as a country. It's a perfect investment vehicle for a fund like the National Insurance, who has big sums of money that they can deploy into that type of infrastructure project. And that's the type of thing that we want our National Insurance Fund as our people to invest in.
That's it for a news update at this time. Remember, our next newscast is Newsday at 12 noon on TV8, followed by The World at 1 via our radio network of stations. Stay with us. More Morning Barbados after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted? Email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share?
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, so we told you today is Q Day. You know, every Thursday is Q Day. It's time for Q in the community. We're heading off to Savvy on the Bay for Q in the community today. It gets started at 11 o'clock, but I know many of you are there before then. No complaints, and you stay well after we wrap up the broadcast on radio, so you can look up for Lady J. She's back. She was off for a little while, but she's back. Also, Kimberly is usually in the house. Andre is back on air, so you can look up for the entire CBC crew. Cami is usually down there taking care of things. Make sure you head on out and be a part of Q in the community, Savvy on the Bay, Bay Street today. You will thoroughly enjoy it. We're going to take another break and come on back. Stay with us here on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We enjoy a game of dominoes and singing karaoke.
I just love Q.
When you love me just a little bit longer.
You get to relax and have a drink and listen to some nice music.
It's something different. It's spectacular. It's fabulous. You know, it's a different feeling altogether.
I never feel so good in a party yet.
Follow me to Q in the community this Thursday.
So good in a party yet. You know why?
Cometh the hour, cometh the Ugandan. Holloway defends his title. Glorious goal to Shelley Ann Fraser-Price. With the heart of an American lion, Lyles has roared back to the top. 2 world records in one night. We're watching a once in
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
All right, it's time to reach out into the parishes across Barbados once again and say good morning to everybody in St. George. How about that? You have no C, but you're still welcome. That's especially for you, Paula Harris, chairperson of the St. George Parish Independence Committee. Good to have you with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Tisha. As you said, we have no sea, but we do have the scenery. So I want to welcome to the most beautiful central Green Parish of St. George.
I knew you would come out with your guns blazing.
Definitely.
All right, good stuff.
From Gun Hill, I will have my guns ready.
All right, so you guys are, was or not the guns at Gun Hill?
No, we'll just go there to see the intruders.
All right, good stuff. So I know that you have a lot of stuff happening as you get ready for the parish talent. 3 zones will be showcased, and I know that talent is it's really a key component of the community independence celebrations. So we're preparing for the zonal talent. The real thrust of this initiative is to kind of unearth the talent from communities across Barbados and showcase the best talent that your parish has to offer, which is why it's so fitting that the theme this time around is unearthing talent. Talk to me about that particular initiative, where the auditions and so on will be, and how we can get involved.
Well, the zonal talent shows will start with the Central Zone. Central Zone parishes are St. George, St. John, St. Thomas, and St. Joseph. This evening we will have rehearsals at the St. George Secondary School, 6 p.m. And St. George Secondary School Hall is the place to be on Sunday, August 13th, 5 p.m. as we unearth the talent from within those 4 parishes. We will also have some guest performances. So, as I said, this show to be at is on Sunday, the 13th.
Are you
And it's not only
also
for persons from our zone, we are inviting the wider Barbados, but definitely persons from our four parishes to come and support the talented persons.
all right? Repeat the four parishes for me, just so we're aware.
Sure. The four parishes in the central zone are St. George, St. Joseph, St. John, and St. Thomas.
All right, so all the ones in the middle, central. That's exactly it. All right, good stuff. We have to pay. You have to make sure that you get Grateful Co to guest perform. His song this year was "The Center is where the action is."
Well, definitely, it will be fitting then for him to guest perform. Some of the guest performances we have Chris, the cameraman, Lady J, Janice Devonish, and Kishelle Rollins, a saxophonist.
Oh, beautiful. All great artists. So that's wonderful stuff. So tell me how you went about doing it. Are you kind of waiting for people to sign up for the parish talent? Or have you guys, been reaching out to a few people that you know of from around the parish as well in St. George to get them to represent you during this competition?
We were reaching out to persons. We also sent the flyer to churches and we liaise with schools. We know schools are closed, but prior to school closing, the principals and teachers who are responsible to getting the children acting. So we reach out to schools, churches, and individuals within the parishes. And during our community walkthroughs, we inform persons of the talent show and gave out the application forms.
All right. So as you mentioned, they're going to be held together. So St. Joseph, St. John, St. George, and St. Thomas, the Central Zone. Sunday, August 13th, 5 p.m. at St. George Secondary School.
Definitely. That is the place to be.
All right, good stuff. And then, of course, there will be the Southern Zone. That's St. Michael's, St. Philip, and Christchurch on Saturday, August 19th at 6 p.m. at the Daphne Joseph Hackett Theatre. And the Northern Zone, St. Lucie, St. Peter, St. James, and St. Andrew on Saturday, August 26th at 6 p.m. at the Darrell Jordan School. So you have no excuse. Make sure you get out and represent for your various parishes. I want to encourage all the young people who participated in Beige to the World to get out and participate as well, because I know there are quite a few of them. How are plans going for the St. George Parish Independence Committee outside of, this major thing, which is the talent show that's coming up?
Plans are going really well. Amidst the work, the hard work, should I say hard work? It comes with dedication and love. Because if you love something and you are committed, you wouldn't feel the hard work. You'll just look and see the rewards that are at the end of it. So I should say that's what it is. I'm looking to see the rewards at the end of this year. I have two wonderful parish ambassadors, Ronique Salmon and Renako Lowe. And they look forward to doing our community events like walkthroughs. And our parish project theme this year is identifying our past, igniting our future. So we are doing sit and chats to gain information from knowledgeable persons within the parish to meet with us, have interviews, and we will record them and have them as part of our parish project on flash drives. So we are doing well in St. George.
Did you say sit and chat or sip? Sit and chat.
Not sit this time. We're sitting and chatting. We had two sit and chats so far. One with Reverend John Rogers and one with Sutherland MP.
Listen, neither of those gentlemen would mind a sip and chat. I guarantee you. Neither of them.
However, after the sit and chats, we did have a sit and chat.
All right, so let's talk about the beautiful parish of St. George. If you were meeting someone for the very first time and they said, "Oh, tell me about your gorgeous parish," give me your best elevator speech. Tell me all about why I should move to St. George.
St. George, as we know, is the most central parish. The most central parish, and one of the unique features about St. George is we are the only parish that are attached to 6 other parishes. When you are at Gun Hill, you can see around the entire island. So apart from without a sea, as I said, we have the scenery. Take a drive through the parish, the most beautiful parish, any evening, early morning, especially when you're coming from the constant Dash Valley side and seeing the snow on the valley. But we have lots to see and do in St. George.
Paula, I can tell that's rehearsed. You said we don't have the sea, but we have the scenery.
We do.
All right, so somebody wants to know where you guys, what's your beach of choice? Where do you guys go when you say, hey, we're going to the beach? Where to? And this question is shaped in such a way that it sounds like everybody from St. George is going to this warm beach.
And the thing about it is, as I said earlier, we are attached to 6 other parishes. 5 of those parishes all have beaches. So we have a wide variety of beaches that we can choose to go by.
So are you going on to St. Joseph?
Maybe. Or St. John.
Listen, I'm just being bad today. Pay me no attention.
That's
no
okay.
attention. Yeah, but I know St. George is truly beautiful. I love to get lost in St. George. I live in St. Philip, so like you said, right on the cusp. And sometimes I make some turns. I'm like, where am I going? But the good thing about, somebody says, big up St. George. That's Vereen from the WhatsApp group. But the good thing about it is, in Barbados, all roads lead to home. Like there's no getting lost. Yeah. Right. So we want to encourage everybody to come out and be a part of the St. George Parish Independence Committee's big thrust to get you out to the parish talent. And of course, they're going to be participating through the Central Zone. They're going to be competing against or alongside St. Joseph, St. John, St. George, and St. Thomas, all the central areas. And that, of course, is on Sunday, August 13th. That's coming up this weekend, 5 o'clock at the St. George Secondary School. And that's a good spot, a good spot to be over at the St. George Secondary School. So thank you so much for sharing with us, Paula, and talk to us about how things are shaping up, fundraising and otherwise for the St. George Parish Independence Committee.
Fundraising, we have the usual cake sales. However, we'll be doing a heritage hike that will be done later in the year, and it will be a fee of $5, so that will go toward our fundraisers. Before I wrap up, Tisha, I must say a very big thank you to the entire team at the Community Independence Celebration Secretariat. We in the Central Zone are without a field officer, and I must say the field officers and all the workers at CACS are ensuring that we in the Central Zone are not left out. So I must say thanks to the team at the CACS. Additionally, at the show on Sunday, I'm not sure if you all remember, this is considered Year of the Youth. So at these talent shows, the parish ambassadors representing the individual parishes will be the MCs. So come out to the Central Zone and see our parish ambassadors as they take the stage to be our MCs.
All right, good stuff. Thank you so much. And
you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure that you're getting some good breeze over in St. George. It's always breezy out there, right? Are you hot like the rest of the rest of the country?
Sometimes, yeah, especially during the day, but at night it's very cool.
All right. You get the nice St. George Valley breeze, yes?
Definitely, yes.
I note with concern you still haven't told us which beach you go to. I hope you're not one of these Barbadians who's not been to the beach for 20 plus years.
Not me. I usually go to the beach.
All right, good stuff. Thank you so much, Paula. And I wish you guys the very best. Be sure to come on back. We certainly look forward to spending some time in St. George as we get ready for the official celebrations in November. So think of all the places that we can be when we come on over to St. George. All right, so we're going to take another break. When we come back, it's Waistline Action. I can't promise you anything, But Quan, the artist, is here, the winner of the Road March for 2023. Stay with us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Max Pack Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hey, so 24 minutes now after 7 o'clock, we had a fantastic crop over season. I'm sure you would agree. And of course, it all culminated, the curtain came down on Monday evening as we took to the streets of Barbados for the Kadooment Day Jump Up and the big announcement of the Road March tune of the year is usually one of the highlights of the entire festival. So this year we have to say congratulations to a young man who's really been pounding the pavement and doing well with music generally. And then when we heard him do a soca tune a few months ago, I was like, what? Quan, the artist, is doing some soca, and it's landed him here with the tune of the crop win. So good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
How are you doing, Quan? I know that you must be quite busy, so talk to me a little bit about that.
I'm busy, but I'm tired.
I can tell.
Yeah, for sure, but I can't complain because this is what you want and what you fight for, so, you know?
That's good stuff. Why did you decide to do a soca tune? Or how did it come about?
Not really, like I always used to do it, you know what I mean? It's just this year I do the right song. That's all, to be honest.
I've not seen a soca tune from you. I know that you have quite a few with the songs, with dancing, and you know that we know about and we love. The young people love a great deal. But this time around, this was more, for me, it felt more like, okay, I'm fully on board with the soca action. Was it a little different for you this time?
Not really. I just enjoy myself doing it, so that's all that happened. I just sing about what I see and what the people like. I would met saints.
All right. At what point did you realize that the song was very popular?
When the people like, I just getting a lot of TikTok videos. I feel like TikTok is just help explode everything. So when they getting 7 or 8 TikTok videos in one day with the children just, you know what I mean? And then my granny could be saying it and cooking on a Sunday. I never really had granny help with the music because, you know, it was mostly singing for like children and like people younger my age, so the music would be kind of like, you know.
So you knew that the song would have been a hit when your grandmother was singing and cooking?
Yeah, I feel like once you got the older generation hooked onto it, because like the young generation is just hooked onto anything that catchy.
Let me hear about this TikTok challenge that kind of went up with Waistline. My daughter is the one who introduced me to it a few months ago.
Okay.
But they were getting really creative with it, man. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, like people was just trying to do the best they thought so that they could not really see a gap post, but I was just trying to post the ones that look good, that I like, that will make me laugh, that I know people will like. So I just repost them on my Instagram, you know what I mean? And all of that's promotion, always good content and what's not.
For those people out there who don't know who's Quan the artist, talk to me about how you got started singing, writing, performing.
Well, my first song was Do the Ish. So it was just like a little small team. The guys from out by me, you know what I mean? Kensington Lodge is where I'm from. So all the fellas out there used to just do a lot of singing. I used to wake up in the morning and see all the guys out there singing in the little group, doing the music and stuff. And they always like it. But I used to do dancing first. Everybody used to call me dancer. All that Frederick Smith, because they went Frederick Smith Secondary School. So all up on the stage when I got the little, we got like a little select show for the school or whatever before the last day or what's not. And they up there dancing and things. So I just sing a song about it, which you know, a guy from out with me near Malice had this song Do the Ish. And he helped me with it and what's not. We do the music video. Joe Cloudy said he can help me out with the music video and what's not. And from there, everybody like it. The whole neighborhood come out and dance with me and, you know what I mean, participate. And from there was like, yeah, music is my lane. Even want to work for the boy now and then, they can just chase my dreams right here. And they never give up. 8 years in work. I know we're here.
I know there are quite a few songs that are very, very popular online as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of your songs encourage dancing. I guess that's where you started, so that's why you encourage the dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any, favorite song or any song that you feel really exposed you en masse after that initial song to a wider group of people from across the island?
All right, well, it was Ish, and Ish hurt the younger people. Then it was, I got a couple of dancehall tunes and things, but I can really promote them ones like that because they may really, And then I got like Zag.
I know Zag was really popular.
Yeah. And then I had 4 AM Feelings with Rico Maserati. That's a dancehall track, but more like a girl tune. You get me? And then I got a couple more tunes. I got a bashment song, but the name of the song alone, they can't even call on TV. You understand? But that's another one that the people like too. So the girls and thing. I like to sing for the girls all the time because the last thing, what really made me like keep doing girl music for the more was when the people put me in the paper with the Trojan rhythm, and so that we indulging in gun violence and things, maybe to just
encouraging it is what they said, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like
yeah, so you try to move away from that.
Yeah.
Understood.
Just keep doing the music for the girls and for the children and things, and what you like to do. So I just stop off for the badness and more deal with the girls and the children. More relatable music.
All right, so tell me about the difference this year, because you were at every major event pretty much performing the song. So tell me about, I know you said you felt the groundswell from when Granny was cooking and singing the song, and she didn't really know the other songs before. But tell me about when you realized, hey, this song is going to be pretty mainstream.
Outside, like people was messaging me and telling me this, like certain DJs from Atlanta and thing that just messaged me out the blue and like, yeah, from Florida, stuff, I hear your song out here. People from overseas in New York and stuff telling me, come on, your song mashing up the road out here, and people playing it. People and certain friends that I got from overseas that will video call me just on the street, play the song, yes, line, yeah, big up yourself, family and things. Yeah, enough airplay. Just a lot of people that I wouldn't look or like see or even think to be listening to the song. Voice, Ricky T bring me out on stage with he. You know what I mean? Just the love alone. It come fast. So it was just kind of slightly shocking because regardless of whether people love me, you know what I mean? But people outside of me now that gave me that love, I wouldn't look for it or wouldn't look to get so fast. I feel like it would have got to get in the next 3-4 years. I feel like it would have had to work towards getting people respect and love for this song because I know in the game a lot, it's come with a lot of hate, you know what I mean? To be honest. And I see that from like rolling back then with Marsville and Bambin days and things, but never give up. That's all I could tell anybody that doing music, you know what I mean? To don't give up because it don't happen in 1 day, or it don't happen in 2 years unless you come with the right song.
Well, I think that's the difference with you. And, you know, we can look at the negativity sometimes, but positivity is always the best way to go. And no matter what you're doing, you know, there will be naysayers. But I think the important thing is to move forward. I'm happy to see that there are so many people who kind of locked onto the song. People were predicting it was going to win Road March for a very long time. From the beginning, You know, were you on board? Did you believe that? Because I believe we talked to you on, was it Sunday night with Ras at Soca 4.0?
Yeah.
And he was kind of hinting at that a little bit, but you were a little laid back about it. So your
because
thoughts?
I don't know, like, as I see it, I sit down and I watch the game. And at the end of the day, I know, like, people will say, yeah, this is the song for Road March. And in my heart, I might say, yeah, but in my mind, I know that it's a lot of fight and you never know, like.
So in a way, you didn't feel like you were worthy of getting it?
Yes, but still, I don't want to say politics, but I know how the people is fighting still. As me now, they will see it as a beginner. As
an emerging artist.
Yeah, in the soca game. But I wouldn't see it as a beginner because I was doing this before Waistline. It's just that Waistline is the song that wanna hook onto, like the people hook onto.
Yeah, well, the difference in mainstream soca, and I'm sure some of the other artists will tell you, because Ricky was doing lyric, was doing, you know, his bashment and stuff like that before, and chanting and so on.
Right.
And the level of acclaim that he got through soca music is totally different. I'm sure you'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kid Sight. Did you know Kid Sight used to chant and stuff like that before? They used to participate in something called Revolution. Peter Ram, same story with him. Damien Marvey used to sing a lot of R&B and so on. And from the time he made the switch to soca music, because soca is seen more as mainstream music here in Barbados and across the Caribbean and throughout the diaspora, then of course they got a more discerning audience, but obviously you know, more eyes on them. So I'm happy that you're at the place now where you have those eyes on you as well. What are you looking forward to most in winning this big title? Because it comes with a lot of responsibility as well.
Yeah, I taking care of whatever come my way, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did, like, I work a lot of years for people to actually see me and know about, yeah, this go on the artist. And for all who don't know me, like, when they get on the stage, when they can remember me, that's my aim. Waistline music video coming soon. A lot more music coming soon. And that's it. Just, I ain't giving up. I fight too hard for this. I fight too hard to get here. To just get all of it.
Yeah, well, we don't want you to give up. You're just getting started with the mainstream thing. Yeah. All right, so what's this shirt here in your lap? I asked you about that already.
Yeah, what happened is this is the Rude Boy shirt. It's Rude Boy brand ambassador.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know.
So you were supposed to wear the shirt, but you're wearing it on your leg?
No, what happened is I could rest it here like that. You know what I mean? I ain't get to put it on, that's all. But Rude Boy brand ambassador.
All right, so word to the wise, make sure you wear the people's shirt next time, right?
Yeah, for sure. I ain't get to put it on, man. That's all, to be honest.
Yeah, no problem.
But it was supposed to. What happened is they come and shot me yesterday. You know what I mean? We kick a little slight vibe and, you know what I mean? A little slight celebration, drink some Rude Boys with the team and what's not. But I said would have put on the shirt today, but my manager tell me 7 o'clock sharp. Don't be no later. You know what I mean? Get there on 7 o'clock.
So who's the manager? Was he always your manager, or is this new? This is somebody new?
Not really new. I can't say new because them was there before we was line, and I went there like twice, and then was taking care of me and stuff, making sure that. So it's like them don't even be here, and everything is still be straight. And just make sure that I get there on time, make sure I get my deposit and everything.
All right, so they take care of business.
Yeah.
Who's Janelle?
That's the boss lady.
Yeah, because I see the tattoo on your neck.
My neck there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the boss lady, yeah.
Janelle?
That's my mommy.
That's your mom?
Yes, please.
So good morning, mommy. How does mommy feel?
Yeah,
How does mommy feel about all this action with you moving into the soccer arena now?
Anybody could tell you about mommy. Mommy's who wake me up right now. We gotta thank mommy. We gotta thank mommy right now because mommy wake me up. Mommy said, it's time. Have a bath.
So mommy's watching?
Mommy gotta be watching for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we have to say a special good morning to mommy.
For sure.
What are some of your favorite events that you performed at for the season?
Soak on the Hill. When the Mia Motley show that she had at Botanical Gardens, the 4.0.
That was the CARICOM concert.
Yeah, that's
where you came up with Ricky T.
With Ricky T, yeah.
That was truly a vibe. It was very nice.
That was nice. I feel like I just enjoy all my performances though.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So you were at a lot of major events this time around.
Yeah.
How did you navigate that? Was it all mommy waking you up every morning or?
Nah, what happened is some of them I wouldn't even sleep. I would just I would take a nice cold water bath. That can bring me back to Mother Earth if I feel a little tired.
So that comes with youth. After a certain age, you can't get that done anymore. I think we know exactly what we're going to get you for Christmas. We're going to get you an alarm clock, Juan.
Alarm clock. Yeah, that could work too.
But congratulations.
Thank you
in terms of your writing, talk to me about, how you go about doing the writing. Are you someone who's writing all the time? Do you need a certain vibe to write? Are you always in the studio? How does that work?
Well, I always in studio. It's just that I ain't getting in the studio because Wasteland had me going. But I always in the studio every day.
Which studio do you work with?
I used to work with Full Clip Entertainment, which is David and they got their own little room in there. We got our own little comfort zone. We would call it the sweat box, cause we ain't really got no AC in our there yet, but we can work the two fans and we can make it happen till God bless you with, more
well, God
success.
bless you with some money from this big win. You can put some AC in David Ann's studio maybe.
It's true. And keep it going up all the time. And then soundproof it and everything so that the neighbors won't be, and we won't hear the dogs barking and for the night we won't hear the crickets. And
yeah, that'd be your investment.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep things going.
All the time.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm glad for you. I'm really happy for you winning. And my initial introduction to you was, believe it or not, at the launch of Beige to the World, because I was producer for Beige to the World. And, when we heard that, they said, Quan, the artist, the performer, so on. And that was the first time that I saw what a monster following you have. Because from the time you hit the stage, we saw how many young people made their way in front of the stage to be able to see you performing and stuff like that. Just keep on keeping on, keep doing the good work that you're doing.
For sure.
And you're gonna be absolutely fine. I look forward to hearing how you're flying the Barbadian flag all across the world.
Yeah, that's what we're ready to deal with now for sure. I'm ready to carry this be a sling outside.
So are you practicing the dancing too all the time?
No, what happened is I had so much bookings that I just practice maybe a sling performing one time. Keep it going.
So do you honestly practice the dancing?
I used to. But as a man, I would be home. To be honest, I would be home. Just because I can't get ready without listening to music. I could, but that's when I'd be rushing. So when I just get myself together, I'd be playing little music or whatever, me and my mother would be in the bedroom vibing or whatever. And we just making sport dancing just to make she laugh and stuff. But that's the only time that I would see her, like, you know what I mean? But I don't train. I just enjoy myself.
All right. Do you have a preference for the music in terms of genre? So I know you said that you do a little dance hall before. I know that you've done a little bashment before. But in terms of the soca music, you know, do you have a preference in terms of the music, or does it depend on how you're feeling?
I feel like it's all be a feeling though, to be honest. It's all be a feeling. Like, you could do a song, but you could catch a vibe and do a proper song. When you catch a vibe, which ain't like, I used to record myself, so nobody don't gotta be in the studio with me or anything. I could just sit down and catch my own vibe, and then Davey would just walk in there, holler, yo, boy, what going on? What you do? You just be in here. Yeah, but nobody don't be in the studio with me when they do music.
You see what you need to put the AC in there? You need to put the AC unit in there, man.
It's true, man. It's true. We can get it shortly.
All right, good stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You know, keep on keeping on. Especially good morning to Mommy and Granny.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody keeping you grounded, management, etc.
Management for sure, club music.
And remember now, you got the whole Barbados on your shoulder because you're carrying that Barbadian banner as the winner of a Bajan title.
Baby.
So rep for the whole country, yeah?
For sure.
Always remember. Real proud of you, man.
Love.
Good stuff.
You know that.
All right. We're going to take you off. He was also here at CBC a little while ago performing on our show, Crop Over Activated. Check this out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anything, so make sure that your rubber waist ready. Come on, ready from the start. Big at everybody you don't know. Look. If you know that you got a rubber waist and like to walk at somebody to show up on your face. Crop over time. Now we active. Let me go, look. Pelt waistline, look. Misbehave and get on by the pelt waistline. From the time we start to drink some alcohol is waistline. When the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, look. Don't even waste time, look. Just start the pelt waistline. Misbehave and get on by the pelt waistline. From the time we start to drink some alcohol is waistline. When the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, don't even waste time, look. Just start the belt waistline. I could walk up slow, I could walk up fast, and if you feel you got a lot of reverse it, let me and you bump up crash. Look. And this waistline come with different strokes. I'm fully active off around my coat. You may get in, you can tell for sure. And when they out in the party, my waistline just get on retarded. I don't even care who record it, cause I like to get on by. Make sure your knees strong for the concrete. I going down to the ground where you're about say 30 seconds, so walking that down, and people can't believe I can still belt waistline. Misbehave and get on by the belt waistline. From the time I start to drink some alcohol is waistline. Look, when the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, don't even waste time, look, just start the belt waistline. Misbehave and get on by the belt waistline. From the time I start to drink some alcohol is waistline. When the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, you walk in, just put your hand in the air with me, you know? And feel the vibe and sing it. Barbados is where I come from. Love, where you could walk up and enjoy and have fun. In the party, my waistline throwing a tantrum, look. And if you looking for a weapon, security have none. Cause I come to walk up, every minute I up on a bumper. But the girls won't give me them number, cause they won't see if my waistline good. So brace it, girl, and bend your back with your face to the dirt. And then talk, tick, girl, and get on by that belt waistline. Misbehave and get on by the belt waistline. From the time I start to drink some alcohol is waistline. When the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, don't even waste time, look, just start the belt waistline. Misbehave and get on by the belt waistline. From the time I start to drink some alcohol is waistline, look. When the beat drop in the party and you hear the bassline, don't even waste time, look, just start the belt waistline. Listen, if you know that you got a rubber waist and like to walk at somebody to show up on your face, be drinking Hennessy raw with no chase. I like to walk at somebody on muscle boom the next day.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
CBC is celebrating 60 years of broadcasting in Barbados. A friend and a helping hand in the community. CBC, connecting Barbadian communities. It's Match Day Live from the 246 with host Damian Best. Your all-access pass to the action happening in the BFA Premier League and beyond. Every last Monday of the month on CBC TV8. Kickoff time, 8:30 p.m. with analysis from our panel and highlights of the top performances. You can weigh in on the discussion via WhatsApp on 228-5562. It's Match Day Live from the 246. Don't you miss it.
My friend.
All right, so everybody on social media is buzzing about all of the fantastic results. We're still loving up Crop Over 2023. That's right. So we got a press release with some of the official results from the masquerade. Veteran masquerader Betty West has copped the coveted Best Festival Designer, the Robert Weeks Award in this year's Grand Kadooment. Her band Soca in the Mass also copped Large Band of the Year Heritage. Trevor Chase took the Small Band of the Year Heritage Prize with his Vintage Outrage collection. Kaleidoscope Dreams, led by Brian Worrell of Colors Entertainment, won Large Band of the Year Party. The prize for the Best Band on the Road was not awarded since all the eligible bands were unable to face the judges located at Downs and Wilson Funeral Home, Eagle Hall, St. Michael location due to a rerouting of some of the bands. So the rerouting occurred because of the unfortunate shooting on Black Rock Main Road. So those official results for you again. Festival, Best Festival Designer Betty West for her Soca in the Mass portrayal. Bethelyn West, of course, Betty West with that one. The BMA Brands of Barbados Award for Large Bands, again, Betty West for Soca in the Mass. And Trevor Chase won BMA Brands of Barbados Small Band for Vintage Outrage Collection. The Best Individual Male Heritage in third place, Betty West Productions for her American Symbol, that's the name of the costume. Hijack with the Joker came in second, and Fifth Element Mass with Kevin Small, the Warrior, that was first. Best Individuals Female for Heritage, Hijack took the first and second spots. For Queen Ramonda and Ice Queen, and Betty West took the third spot for Time for Love, a tribute to RPB. For the Best Flag Person, do I need to tell you the results? Number 3, Crave the Band with Nandy Yard. Number 2, Fifth Element Mass with Justin Polion. And our Flag Person of the Year, Dee Winston. So congratulations to all of them. Also then, of course, the Best Presentation Heritage went to Betty West. Best Presentation Party went to Contact Band and Colors Entertainment. Small Band of the Year went to Outrage Festival Band. Large Band of the Year Heritage went to Betty West. And Large Band of the Year Party went to Colors Entertainment. Pretty unfortunate that we weren't able to see all the bands passing through. Quite a few challenges on Kadooment Day itself. But I'd like to take this opportunity to say a special good morning and thank you. And I know you do amazing work and lots of hard work all throughout the year to the crew at the National Cultural Foundation, all the support agencies and ministries and various departments that really tie in to make it the best it is. I know it truly is a lot of hard work that goes into it. And sometimes when things go wrong, people can focus on the negativity and they don't remember all of the other good stuff you do. So I just want to, give kudos to everybody at the NCF because I know that you guys give it your all to try to make it the best that we can enjoy throughout the crop over season. Now, speaking of the best for the crop over season, the Pickety Crop Finals, to my mind, was one of the best that it has been for years this year, if only for the large amount of people that we saw come out to this new venue, being dubbed the Amphitheater over at the National Botanical Gardens. They came out to this new venue, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was beautiful, and it really was a ding-dong battle in the end for Anansi to survive, and survive he did. So we had the winning performance from King Iweb a few days ago. It's time now for us to share the challenger who performed the Anansi piece, which of course was AC, and he really put down a winning performance as well. Just good enough to make it to second spot though. So let's check that out.
A tissue, we all fall down.
Gather around, children. It's story time. I've got a story to tell you, a favorite of mine. It's about Anansi and the big bad ram, and how Anansi managed to quiet him like a lamb. He did it all so simple. So before you go to bed, I'll tell you how the ram got caught in the web.
Aha! Story time! Aha! Give me! Everybody knows that Anansi is very cunning and crafty. The Calypso jungle 3 times has been outsmarted by he. This year was no different at all. From the time Anansi heard the call, like a flash of lightning real quick, so Anansi spun a hard guy, so the whole jungle started to join in. The chorus they started to sing. It stopped that sweetly praying. Just gonna get it off the brain. He said the peas, millipedes, even the bees, and some donkeys started to pray. Hearing nothing stopping Anansi from winning again this year. Hear them. It's a bitsy spider, lyrically strong. Who can be the champion? That's the talk around. Not even a rainfall could wash his chances away. All hail Itsy Bitsy, gonna be the king this year. Anansi, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. That song sticking in we head. Anansi, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. What you're singing, your song is true, and the whole jungle back in you. Bam, bam, bam. Now, listening in the hills was the big bad ram, known for his freestylings in every jungle jam. He had good trailings, but trouble that beat could always be found out there on the street. He planned to get back at Anansi, go hard the crook, no matter when, where, or whatever it took. Planned to make Anansi shame, whatever it takes. Call one's name, painting in the colors of the rainbow. He did it with pride at a jungle show. The monkey split, the goat bleed, hyena laugh as he lyrically brought him down. There's no way Itsy Bitsy could win this jungle crown. Hear them. Itsy Bitsy spider, battered by a ram, right there at the junction, in the jungle jam. Not even the rain or winds or tropical storm breath could shield Itsy Bitsy from the licks that he get. Anansi sing, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. Cause right now the thing looking dread. Anansi, spin your web. Anansi, spin your web. He's back and all in the jungle jam. Anansi against the ram, bam, bam, bam. Everybody say he come on the scene. Front goat he wash out mouth with Listerine. Everybody say you know what I mean. See the ram dressed up nice and clean. This is the things that was wrong there. And Nancy from Mali the turtle. Everybody was wondering, is that true? It seems that he went get hurdle. He put down the things that you see. He decided the sandals and apron for he decided to put down flour and yeast. Joined Nancy to unleash the beast from the east. Came along with Sue. And Nancy's web was now sticky like glue. Introduced Ram to Sue. And he cried, she's not the type of woman I need by my side. Ram's horns were now cutting the web. Wishing he didn't use his head. And Nancy said, next time use your brain, so you won't get cut in eye web again. Itsy bitsy spider, big smile upon his face. I'm sure that you saw him. He sang at 7th place. He ain't about no crown. He is about money. So he and he brain still cannot beat AC. And Nancy, spin your hand. And Nancy, spin your hand. And Nancy, spin your hand. Use your brain and not just your head. And Nancy, spin your hand. And Nancy, spin your hand. The moral of the story, those people love Nancy, bum bum bum. Children.
Oh, what a performance it was. It truly was a wonderful show, like I told you. If you missed it, who knows, you might be able to get a chance to see it on demand. I know it was on pay-per-view this time around, but it was a wonderful production, fantastic production. Don't forget, Q in the Community comes off today. We are at Savvy on the Bay. Come on out and be a part of it. Tune in to Q 100.7 FM from early. That's right, we'll be on from 11 o'clock, bringing you all the action from Savvy on the Bay. So listen in, but more importantly, head on down, do your line dancing, participate in the karaoke competition, do a little back in time dancing in 2 steps or what have you, and have a grand time at Q. Well, that's it from us for today. As you go about your day, remember to wear your smiles and do something nice for somebody else, all right? I know you're getting ready for back to school too. The exam is finished. The results are back. Congratulations to all of the little ones too. We're going to be sharing more about that coming up tomorrow. So on behalf of the entire crew, come on back tomorrow. But until then, have a great day today. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Wake up, wake up.